Hey y'all, welcome back, and this is going to be a tutorial on my little blue nebula look. I did post pictures on Instagram. I had a coworker ask me to recreate the look. And the palette that I'll mainly be using is the electric palette, and I'll post that link down below, as well as a link down below for my eyebrows, as well as a link down below for my full face routine, because I'm not going to be showing my full face routine in this video. Quickly prime my eye with Urban Decay's original eyeshadow priming potion. So I'm going to put it all on the lid, all underneath the brow, and all underneath the eye area. This was Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to put that all over the lid.
With the other side, I did use a brush. You can use your fingers or a brush, but I think I'm just going to use a little bit of my finger here. This sets really nicely. I really like these paint pots. I can see why they're so popular. If you had the time, I would suggest that you let the paint pot kind of set in, because if it's still emollient and you put the shadow on, it's going to shift and it's going to look a hot mess. So thin layers and let it sit for at least 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And now I'm going to go back just a little bit more, focusing a little bit more on the lid area. Don't worry about being neat about this, just mainly on the lid, going up into the crease. Underneath. And remember, it doesn't have to be neat because you're going to clean it up a little bit later.
Next, I'm going to use Ben Nye's Cream Stack Up SP-1 White. You can use this on your lips, you can use this on your eyes, you can use this on your face. It sticks, and I find that it does not crease on me. So I'm going to focus this mainly on the lid and work it up into the crease area towards my brow. I want this whole area pretty much to be white, as well as underneath my eye. And that's going to really make this blue color stay blue, and it's really going to give that nice smoky nebula effect to the eye as well.
I'm mainly focusing on the lid, but I'm going to definitely carry that up towards my brow bone.
I think that's where I want it to be. Perfect. Now that is a little bit sticky, but I'm going to go on ahead and start adding the blue. I'm using Gonzo first. With Gonzo, I'm using the Sedona Lace 305 brush. Any flat, semi-short brush like this that you can pack it on, you need something like this.
Gonzo. I'm going to do this to my lid so I can have a nice smooth surface. And I'm going to start at the base. And the reason I start at the base is because that's where I want it to be darkest at. I would highly recommend you start right at your lash line at the base and then build upwards and just follow your lid.
The blending brush E25 by Sigma. Take that brush with no product on it, and I'm going to blend
just the crease area.
You want a brush that's similar to this, so that way you can blend it out and have a little bit more control, versus this brush right here, which is the E35 by Sigma, which will blow everything out. And that's what I did on this side, so it's a little bit more blown out than I would have liked it. So, but this right here is perfect. And I'm probably gonna go in with a little bit more blue and pack it on the lid. Other than that, that's it. So I'm happy with how this turned out. So I'm going to go in with my Sedona 904 brush, a pencil brush, any pencil brush will do, and I'm going into Chaos from the Urban Decay Electric Palette, and I'm going to place it in a sideways V.
And I'm going to drag it a little bit down my lash line, just a little. You don't want it to go all the way to the crease because you want it to stand out from the already blue that we've already put down. That's going to really look pretty. Make it really nebula-like, really smoky. So the pencil brush is just to place the shadow. So I'm taking a brush by Sedona. It's the 407 brush. And I'm just going to use that to blend. Back and forth, windshield motion. Boom, boom, boom. And again, it's all about the blending and being patient. So I'm going to go back in with that same color, which is Chaos, and I'm going to place it just where I placed it before.
I'm going to blend some more. The E25, the brush I used to blend out my crease, and with no product, I'm just going to go over that blue part a little bit, just the top part of it, to bring it all together. And I'm going to take a little bit more Gonzo, and I'm just going to add it a little bit above Chaos and drag it in a little bit. I'm going to take the Sedona Lace 954 brush for my brow here, and I'm going to use that color from the Pulp Fiction palette, Anger, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight underneath the arch of my brow and take it down to the tail area, back and forth.
I'm going to go back with that white because I used a lot of it here because I was trying to blend it out because I used the wrong brushes. So I'm going back with the E25 here with no extra product.
Okay, so I went on ahead and I previously added Painterly underneath my eye, and I just went on ahead and added Midnight, the white underneath the eye. Do not worry about it being messy because you're going to clean it up in your final steps. So now I'm taking that same brush that I use to apply Gonzo. I'm going to focus most of Gonzo on the tip of this, and I'm going to go underneath that whole lash line right here. Done. Now I'm taking the Sedona 904, that pencil brush. I'm going into Chaos, which is that dark blue color from the Electric palette.
Going about halfway right here. I'm starting right here in the corner. I'm dragging it out to the center of my pupil.
Sorry. Delium Tools 776. I'm taking it to just blend it all together a little bit. This is the Delium Tools 760 brush. It's a really teeny tiny angle brush. And I'm just going to put it right here on the outer corner, outer tear duct.
I'm dragging it down just to blend it a little bit. So this is just going to give it a little bit of a pop. Just a little. It's already got pop. Just a little bit. So I'm pretty much happy with that. Now I'm taking an eyeliner.
Jordana and Sterling Blue, and put this on 2/3 of my lower waterline here. If you have watery eyes, you might have to be a little patient with this because it won't stick really well if your eyes are watering, like my eyes are watering right now. And I took another Jordana 12-hour made to last liquid pencil in aqua stone, and I'm putting that in the inner tear duct area. I'm taking that and I'm just going to go underneath the eye, and I'm just going to carry it forward like here. I don't want it all the way sharp because it's going to lose some of that gradient effect. So I just want to be really careful with this. With Sephora's waterproof colorful eyeliner and the color Pool Party. Pool Party is probably discontinued, but any dark blue or bright blue would be fine. It's your preference. Okay, so what I did off camera was I added mascara. I went back over my eyeliners that I did at my bottom eyeline area, my waterline. I cannot talk in this video. I don't know why I can't talk. I used the mascara, the Givenchy mascara number 3 extension blue, and it looks like this. And I used that a little bit for my natural lashes, and it's not really that blue, but it's a subtle blue. And then I went back, touched up some areas, and just blended. All I went back was add a little bit more color, blended. But everything that I did in this video is exactly how you would do it. You just have to look in the mirror in a well lidded area and make sure everything's blended and symmetrical. But this is pretty much the look. I got it as symmetrical as I can. I will have photos of what this looks like full face, but I am going to show you the lips real quick. I'm sorry that I couldn't have a full face and show you, but I do apologize. Please forgive me. So I am going to show you the lips. I take LSD by Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner, and I'm going to line my lips with this. I'm going to take Aruba Blue. I believe it's Aruba Blue. Yes, it's Aruba Blue by Ruby Kisses. It's a lip lacquer. It is not matte. It is a cream finish.
I want a mirror for this. So I just pretty much filled in the bottom part in the center and worked my way out. I'm gonna go back, take that LSD, and I'm gonna go back over my lips.
I've got the liner about where I want it. Take that Midnight White eye cream, or cream. It's not an eye cream, it's just a cream. And I'm going to put it in the center
of my lips like this.
So that's pretty much it. I might even go over it with a little bit more liner and build up a little bit more of the blue. But again, it's personal preference. But I wanted to give you a general idea how I recreated that look, lip look in the photo. This is the eye look. Then this is, of course, the lip. Okay, ladies and gents, that is the final look. I wish I had done a full face, but I ran out of time, and I do apologize, but hopefully this helps you out. Helps out my coworker. It helps everyone else out who wants to do some type of editorial look like this. You can use purples with this. You can use greens. You can use lavenders. Whatever color you want to recreate a nebula look. You don't have to use blue, but this is just how I did it. I really had fun with this look. I got tons of compliments on it. Again, it is a really strong editorial look. This is not an everyday look. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, rate, comment, subscribe if you like, and I will see you guys in the near future. Take care. Bye.